Hey, what's up? My name is Luke, and in November 2022, I bought a pair of these cap-toed trench boots from Oak Street Bootmakers, and I ruined them. So I know what you might be thinking, how on earth could he ruin such a nice pair of boots? And to be totally honest, I can't give you the most rational reason as to why I did that, but a decision was made and I can't go back in time. So I had some experience with this leather before I actually got the boots. I have a money clip from Ashland Leather Co. in Nashville, Dublin, and when I first got it, it was kind of a vibrant orange. It actually reminded me a lot of a pair of like Red Wing 875s. And just over time, it's darkened a lot, it's burnished a lot. There's indigo crocking on it now, and frankly, I think it looks great. So I just figured, hey, if I get these boots, that same patina will apply once I wear them in. And look, maybe if I stuck with it and I kept wearing them, I would have gotten to a point where my boots look just like my money clip does, but I was a bit impatient. Now, don't get me wrong, I did wear them, and I think I wore them pretty hard, but there was something about the boots that just wasn't right to me. All right, so here's what the boots looked like when I first got them. They had some really cool scarring on the quarters, and they had that vibrant yet kind of burnt orange color all throughout. The only problem I had was with the toe cap. The toe cap is a bit darker than the vamp area, and all I could see was clown shoe. No matter what I did, I looked at my feet and said I looked like Ronald McDonald, and I couldn't unsee it. So like I'd mentioned, I wore these pretty hard. We had a ton of rain in Los Angeles last year, and I intentionally tried to beat them up by going in the mud, going in the dirt, to try to get some of that grime into the pores of the leather. So that way, when I cleaned it with saddle soap, perhaps, whether or not this would actually work, that would actually help even the color out between the vamp and the toe cap. But of course, that never happened. So my only option at that point was to try to dye them a color or get them to a place where I'd get them off my closet shelf and actually into my rotation. And so I think due to that impatience and the clown shoes that I saw on my feet every single day, I figured, hey, I'm gonna dye these Oxblood or Colorate or something that I think might be a little more versatile and might even out the color across the boot. And frankly, that's kind of all where it went south. Here's what they looked like after I first dyed them. I mean, they're blotchy, uneven, and something about the welts and the midsoles being Oxblood just looks really weird to me. I hate these so much, I can't fully articulate how I feel about them, but honestly, it's no one else's fault but mine. Look, I realize it's almost impossible to go back in time to a point where the boots are in their original state, but frankly, I spent a lot of money on them and I don't want to waste that money. The boots have been sitting on a shelf for months, and frankly, they're not in a state in which I could even sell them anyways. So I figured this is an opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. I don't have a pair of black boots in my rotation, and really the only way to salvage these is to dye them black. So we're gonna walk through the process of prepping, dyeing, and then finishing the boots, and then I'll show you the final result at the end. All right, so we're all done. Here's the final result. I'm actually really pleased with how they look. The color's even. They've got a nice sheen on them from the Sophia Renovateur I put on there. So I'm gonna show you some B-roll, a little bit of on feet, and I'll get you out of here. Thanks a lot for watching.